Welcome back, Tiger Sports fans, to another episode of TSN. I'm Taylor Richardson.
And I'm Francisco Vila. We received unfortunate news this past week about the NCAC's decision to cancel the conference schedule and tournament for winter sports. However, individual institutions are still allowed to pursue their own out-of-conference schedule if they want. As of now, DePauw is still planning on having a winter season, but nothing specific has been announced regarding an out-of-conference schedule.
This announcement does not affect the decision of playing fall and spring sports next semester. The final verdict regarding the NCAC conference schedule for fall and spring sports should be coming in the following weeks. Now, with fall sports in mind, one senior who is currently training with the football team and hopes to have one final season is Daniel Scotto.
Scotto is a senior offensive lineman on the football team and is one of the few upperclassmen that are practicing with their teams this semester. Scotto has appeared in all 10 games in the past 2 seasons, and hopefully he and the rest of the football team will get to play 10 more games in the spring.
I got to do a Zoom interview with Scotto to talk about why having a spring season is so important.
Yeah, no, I would definitely say it means a lot. I mean, I just think from, looking at Division One, Division Two, even high school sports right now, they're all playing, and it seems like things are going well. I know there's been, a couple of outbreaks with a few teams in there, but for the most part, I think it's gone, generally pretty well. And I think, just looking at those teams, especially for me, kind of get jealous of them and wish we were playing right now selfishly, but I understand, there's safety protocols and all those things that we got to deal with, and that, that comes first. But I think with, looking at high school and Division One, Division Two, I think especially Division Two and other D3 teams, they've already released schedules for, the spring, and, we haven't done that yet. And, makes me a little antsy, and, try to stay hopeful that there will be a spring season. And I mean, I just really want to play, with all the guys again. It would sting to not play with them one more time. Obviously, if it is not going to happen, obviously we went on a high note last year of being Wabash the way we did. But, I personally, I want to play, how many games it's going to be. I think that's going to be up to conference and, DePauw. But, it would be great to definitely play some games and, play. Because, right now we're practicing, and, it would be tough to just practice right now and not have any games to play for. So, I'm doing my best to stay, connected with, the team, the people that aren't here right now, everyone that's not here, and, all the people that are on the team right now. I'm just trying my best to stay connected and stay positive. And, that would be awesome if we could play spring season.
So do you think that probably if DePauw has a spring season, that a lot of student athletes will have more of a motivation to stay safe and take all the safety precautions because they want to still have a season? And do you think if they don't have a season, it's kind of then they have nothing to stay safe and follow precautions for?
Yeah, no, I think that's, pretty accurate what you just said there. I think that if there is a season for a lot of the student athletes, then yeah, they're going to, I think take the, safety protocols more seriously just because they're trying to help out, their potential to play those games, potential to practice. I think if too many cases start happening, then the whole team's got to quarantine and all that. So from there, then it makes everything else iffy. So I think, if there is, spring season for the student athletes, I think people will take those precautions and, be more safe about what they're doing, wear their mask and all those things. And if there is not a season, I still have faith that people will, take those precautions and, be safe and all that. But I mean, yeah, you do bring up a good point that, people might be less inclined to, do those things just because there is no motivation for them to stay safe. And, but I mean, I think overall that people want to stay safe. Students want to come back. They want to be on campus. And, I don't think anyone wants to catch the virus, and it's no one's intention to do that. So, but yeah, no, I think, yeah, if there is a season, I think that definitely will play a bigger factor for, people paying attention to it more and being more serious about it. Because you got coaches, you got administration, all that, reaching out to you more often than if you are just on your own and not having a season.
Mm-hmm. So as of right now, of course, hopefully, your college career isn't done yet. But just looking back on out of your college career that you've had so far, what is your favorite memory?
I'm personally biased to last year just because, beat Wabash there in the last minute of the game. And, one of my good friends, my roommate, Gavin Rear, he caught the touchdown, and that was cool, and celebrating the end zone with him. And, I just remember being on the sidelines and just, the crowd, everyone, how hype it was. Everyone stormed the field, picking up the bell, ringing the bell. I think that's once in a lifetime opportunity. And I mean, just thinking about my football career to this point, I think that's something I can't say I would ever, take back or anything close to that. I think that's definitely my top moment in my football career. But, especially my college career, I don't think anything beats that, winning that game, and especially the way it happened, the fashion it happened. And, it being at DePauw too was awesome, having everyone there. So I just think, the way that all went down and the style of it, I think that's definitely the best moment I have had.
Thank you, Scotto, for doing that interview with us. Now, onto the Tiger Sports Time Capsule. On October 26, 2002, the DePauw football team rolled to a 28-7 victory over Millsaps to win their third game in a row. The Tiger defense allowed just 245 yards and stopped the Majors 3 times inside the Tigers' 10-yard line, while Andy Yoder tossed 3 touchdown passes in the victory. DePauw improved to a 5-2 overall and 3-1 in the SAC. Millsap dropped to 3-3 overall and 1-2 in SSAC play. DePauw ran just 47 offensive plays, but averaged 6.9 yards per play and outgained the Majors 326 to 245. Yoder completed 13 of 22 passes for 242 yards. Defensively, the Tigers sacked Millsap's quarterback 3 times. John Christopherson was credited with 10 tackles, with Bay Davis and Mike Lazinski each adding 7.
On October 26, 2003, the men's soccer team also defeated Millsaps with a score of 3-1. The Tigers and Majors battled to a 1-1 first-half tie as Paige Cotton put DePauw on the board just 4 minutes and 52 seconds into the contest on an assist from Andrew Penalva. Adam Barnes knotted the score for the Millsaps with just over 5 minutes left to go in the half. Cotton scored the game winner with 24 minutes and 57 seconds left in the game, and Penalva scored just 2 minutes and 12 seconds later on an assist from Bryce Skeeters. The Tigers improved to 10-4-1 overall and 4-2 in Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference play.
That same weekend, the women's volleyball team collected 4 wins at the SAC East Divisional at Swanee. On Saturday, DePauw defeated Swanee in straight sets and beat Oglethorpe 3-1 later that day. On Sunday, the Tigers took care of business against Rose-Hulman with 3-0 victory and finished the weekend with a thrilling win over Center. DePauw improved to 17-10 on the year and 10-3 in conference play.
Lastly, on October 22, 2013, the men's golf team placed 3rd in the Millsaps Invitational. DePauw shot a second-round .303 and finished with a .619, which trailed only Blue Mountain College and Cumberland University. Stuart Alvey paced the Tigers with a .154 and tied for 9th place among the 69-player field. Quinn Smith tied for 12th at .155 and followed by Charlie Castino in a tie for 22nd with a .157 score. Eric Tandy fired a .74 in the second round and finished tied for 31st with .159, while Brandon Birking rounded the Tigers lineup with a .166 and a tie for 49th.
And that will do it for this episode of Tiger Sports Nation. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give this video a like, share, and comment down below. I'm Francisco Vila.
And I'm Taylor Richardson, and as always,
Roll
Tigs!